Have you ever thought about the most common errors people make after losing their husband or wife? When the person who filled your home, kept your memories alive, and shared your everyday moments is gone, your whole world can feel shaken. During this emotional chaos, it becomes very easy to fall into patterns or make decisions that cause more harm than good. In this video, we will discuss 5 things you must avoid when your spouse dies first, particularly if you want to safeguard your emotional well-being, your security, and what lies ahead. These lessons are designed to help you navigate gently through one of the most difficult times in life, steering you away from pitfalls that many older adults encounter without knowing it. Please watch until the very end, because the information we share today might not just offer you understanding and peace, but also provide you with the courage to continue living with assurance, respect, and a fresh sense of direction. Now, let's begin. Number 1. Cutting yourself off from family and friends. When a spouse dies, the burden of being alone can become heavier than most people ever expect. Sadness has a tendency to make us believe that nobody could truly grasp what we are going through, or that we might become a problem if we seek support. However, shutting yourself away, whether that means staying in your room, keeping away from companions, missing family events, or refusing to pick up the telephone, can slowly transform your hurt into something far more difficult and enduring. You may believe, "I simply need some time by myself to figure things out." There is nothing incorrect about wanting personal space. But when days become weeks, and weeks stretch into months without allowing anyone close, the quietness can begin to seem everlasting. People are built for relationships, particularly after years, perhaps even decades of living your life alongside another person. All of a sudden, being by yourself constantly can seem strange, even scary. During these times, little behaviors like not attending services, avoiding meets with companions, or ignoring calls from your kids begin to pile up, changing unhappiness into complete isolation. I recall speaking with Helen, a woman whose husband died when she was in her early 70s after almost 50 years together. For some time, she quit attending her sewing circle, would not open the door when neighbors came by, and ate her evening meals by herself while watching television every single night. Her days started running together, and soon enough, everything around her seemed more limited and empty. Only when she finally said yes to a companion's offer for an easy stroll through the park did she understand how deeply she had longed for the noise of someone else, laughing, and the reassurance of talking about old times. What makes this particularly harmful is that being alone does not just hurt your emotions, it can quietly damage your physical condition. Research has revealed that older people who withdraw from social contact face greater danger of feeling depressed, having trouble sleeping, developing weaker defenses against illness, and even experiencing problems with their heart. Losing your spouse is difficult enough. Adding physical health dangers from being isolated just makes getting better that much harder. Therefore, if you feel tempted to close yourself off from everyone after your husband or wife dies, keep in mind that staying connected is not about finding a replacement for what you have lost. It is about letting other people help shoulder the burden, and eventually, finding moments of happiness and purpose again. Even the tiniest action, like calling someone back, going outside to enjoy some sun, or saying yes to a meal with someone, can mark the start of recovery. The people who care about you want to be present for you. By cracking open your door, even slightly, you allow yourself the opportunity to discover solace, friendship, and a feeling of inclusion again. Number 2. Rushing into big money choices. During the days and weeks following your spouse's death, you might feel pushed, sometimes by caring relatives, sometimes by people who handle finances, and frequently by your own thoughts to organize your matters. This is natural. When everything seems unsure, making large alterations can appear like a method to take back control. But deciding on important financial matters too fast before the confusion of sadness has cleared is an error that has caught more older adults than I could possibly count. It is simple to understand why this occurs. Suddenly, you are dealing with documents, expenses, perhaps money left to you, and numerous questions about what to retain, what to get rid of, and how to handle the residence you previously occupied together. Others may push you to put your house on the market, relocate with relatives, modify your legal documents, put insurance funds somewhere, or even purchase something fresh to make you feel improved. During those difficult early months when your emotions are still heavy and your thinking is clouded by grief, major decisions seldom work out as you wish. Let me tell the story of Frank, 68 years old, who lost his wife, Marjorie, after being together for nearly 40 years. In his grief, he became certain the house felt too large and contained too many recollections he could not handle. Within a matter of weeks, he put it up for sale, gathered his belongings, and traveled across the nation to be close to his daughter. Only after living there for a period did he understand how much he longed for the companions, place of worship, and familiar activities that brought significance to his existence. The choice made too hastily left him feeling confused once more. Money decisions made during mourning can create lasting effects, sometimes trapping you in circumstances that are difficult to alter afterward. Money from insurance policies, selling your home, Putting funds in investments, or even taking out modest loans may appear to be straightforward answers at the time, but can bring dangers you might not notice right away. People who try to trick others, sadly, are also more prone to go after those who are grieving, offering quick solutions or promised gains that are nowhere near secure. This is exactly why pausing is so critical. Allow yourself the benefit of waiting. Speak with someone you trust who gives advice. Discuss matters with relatives who genuinely care about your welfare. And think about holding off at least half a year to a full year before making any choices you cannot reverse. How you think about finances, your residence, and even what you require will shift as your grief shifts. Moving slowly provides you the chance to consider things with a clearer head and safeguard what you and your spouse created together. Keep in mind, nobody awards you for resolving everything rapidly, but there can be genuine relief in understanding you proceeded with calmness and consideration. If you are still viewing this video and discovering these lessons useful, please write number 2 in the comments to show me you are present. And if you have not yet joined our channel, I suggest you do so and activate notifications so you will not miss future videos. Your encouragement helps us keep producing quality material to educate and motivate you. Now, let us continue. Number 3. Neglecting to care for your own well. The death of a husband or wife can drain your spirit so much that it becomes simple to forget about your own bodily health. Sadness, by its basic character, is draining. Rest gets disrupted, eating habits shift, and many individuals discover themselves surviving on caffeine and determination, allowing medical visits and medicine routines to slip away. In those initial months after your spouse passes, you could find yourself believing, "I simply lack the strength to think about myself at this moment," or "it makes no difference what I consume. Nothing has any flavor anyway." What frequently goes unrecognized is how these little oversights can gradually wear down your vitality, both physically and mentally. Let me tell you about Samuel, who experienced the death of his wife when he was 70. For the initial time in close to 50 years, he was by himself in the morning hours. No longer preparing the first meal for 2 people, the cooking area seemed vacant, so he made do with bread or did not eat at all. Reminders from his physician to monitor his blood glucose, get new prescriptions, or schedule a regular examination began to seem unimportant, almost too much trouble. Months went by, and Samuel started noticing more discomfort, increased exhaustion, and a feeling that surviving each day required more from him than previously. Only when someone, living nearby, observed he appeared thinner and less stable walking did he comprehend just how much he had wandered from his typical healthy practices. Ignoring your well-being does not just make the morning experience more difficult. It can trigger a sequence of events resulting in fresh or deteriorating health troubles. Not eating meals can produce blood glucose variations, forgotten medicines can disturb your heart function or blood flow pressure, and overlooking minor discomforts can allow problems that could be treated to expand. Beyond that, worsening bodily health frequently increases feelings of unhappiness, despair, and being alone, making it even more challenging to recover emotionally. It is essential to keep in mind that looking after yourself following a loss is not thinking only of yourself. It is required. The individual you cared for would desire you to remain healthy, to continue existing, and to approach each day with the most robust body and mindset you can manage. Even if you can only accomplish a small amount initially, organizing your medicine, going for a brief walk, or contacting your physician to arrange another visit, those minor actions accumulate as time passes. Request that a companion check on you. Maintain regular patterns wherever possible. And remember that caring for yourself is a way of showing respect for both the recollection of your loved one and your own tomorrow. Keeping up with your health does not remove the hurt of losing someone, but it provides you the base to handle sadness with greater strength, toughness, and expectation for more pleasant days coming. Number 4. Declining to let others assist you. There is something in the way we think, particularly among those of us who were raised in an earlier era, that makes accepting assistance difficult. Perhaps you take satisfaction in doing things yourself. Or perhaps you do not wish to trouble anyone with your difficulties. But when your husband or wife dies first, pushing away people who want to help can quietly make all of it more challenging than necessary. The reality is, mourning is not something anybody is supposed to handle by themselves. Companions and relatives frequently do not know precisely what words to use or actions to take, but their wish to assist is real. They might deliver food, provide transportation to medical visits, volunteer to help with documents, or just wish to be there and pay attention. Refusing these kind acts because of pride, feeling awkward, or thinking that you ought to manage it by yourself can cause you to feel even more alone and burdened. Each time you respond, "I am okay," when you are actually not, or turn down an invitation from someone nearby to share a meal because you do not want to be bothersome, you lose an opportunity to feel somewhat less heavy. Consider the situation of Mary, who experienced her husband's death when she was in her late 60s. Mary was recognized in her area as the capable one, the lady who helped at the neighborhood assistance center and consistently mailed greetings to those living nearby on their special days. Following her loss, she maintained the courageous appearance, kindly turning down assistance, even when she was having difficulty managing the expenses, the household tasks, and the emptiness. Only when her grown son ultimately had a serious conversation with her and softly demanded to assist with her tax documents did Mary understand that allowing support did not indicate she was lacking strength. It just meant she was a person like everyone else. Permitting others to assist is not about surrendering authority. It is about respecting the connections you have created throughout your lifetime. Letting your companions or offspring help, even in minor ways, can establish fresh patterns and fresh instances of connection. Whether it involves allowing someone to get food supplies, take you to services, or remain quietly beside you during a difficult day, these basic actions can show you that you are not by yourself and that you still have a place. Sometimes the most challenging aspect is just requesting. If reaching out seems overwhelming, the attempt to respond yes when someone next extends an offer, even if just for something minor, you might discover relief, amusement, or just the comfort of having someone care for you. Each of these is a meaningful move ahead on the path to recovery. If you are still viewing this video and discovering these lessons useful, please write number 4 in the comments to show me you are present. And if you have not yet joined our channel, I suggest you do so and activate notifications so you will not miss future videos. Your encouragement helps us keep producing quality material to educate and motivate you. Now, let us continue. Number 5. Keeping every item without thinking about it. Following the loss of a spouse, it is completely normal to wish to keep the things that bring back thoughts of the existence you created together. The pictures on the shelf, the jacket still resting by the entrance, the preferred drinking cup remaining in its normal location. These items contain strong recollections and provide relief during those initial difficult months of mourning. But for numerous older people, gripping onto each single thing without spending time to consider can quietly keep you stuck in the hurt of losing someone and make it more difficult to progress. Let me share what happened with Alan, 72 years old, who lost his wife following close to 50 years of being married. For years, he kept everything precisely as she had organized it. Her needlework container remained beside her seat, her wardrobe left alone, her portion of the sleeping area carefully prepared each morning. Initially, it provided him relief, but as time went on, his residence turned into a display of what had passed. Each item reminding him not just of the pleasant moments, but also of what he no longer had. Only when his daughter came to visit and kindly questioned if he desired assistance organizing his wife's belongings, did Alan comprehend how much the residence had begun to seem stuck, almost as if he could not genuinely exist there any longer. People who study mourning will inform you that there is no requirement to hurry this experience. You do not have to empty storage spaces or clear drawers before you feel prepared. But holding on to each single thing permanently because of worry or feeling bad can transform your residence into a location of continuous sorrow, instead of a location for fresh recollections. The items that previously created happiness can become reminders of what is absent, preventing you from completely moving into the following part of your existence. This does not indicate you ought to discard everything or even the majority of things. What is important is being purposeful, spending time to remain with each treasured object, recalling the history connected to it, and choosing what truly creates relief. Some individuals discover it is helpful to give particular items to relatives or to contribute to a preferred charitable organization in recognition of their loved one. Others establish little remembrance areas, maintaining just a small number of significant keepsakes, where they can see them while creating room for fresh patterns. Releasing is never about removing what happened before. It is about creating room for recovery, for expectation, and for the existence that goes on. The experience can be gradual, and that is completely acceptable. Eventually, you will discover that selecting what to maintain and what to let go can create a feeling of calm, appreciation, and even a soft feeling of liberty. You respect your loved one, not just in what you keep, but in how you continue existing and caring even following loss. Final thoughts. As we reach the conclusion of this video, I wish you will take a calm moment to think about these 5 things to avoid when your husband or wife dies first. Which of these connected with you most strongly? Was there a narrative, an illustration, or an emotion that caused you to stop and examine your own patterns? Or maybe recall a companion or family member who has traveled this challenging road before you. Mourning is never straightforward, and there is no single method that works for everyone. But the selections you make during the weeks and months following losing your spouse can influence not just how you recover, but how you proceed forward each day and each year. If there is one reality I have understood in my own lengthy existence, it is this. You respect the recollection of your loved one, not just by keeping them in your thoughts, but by continuing to look after yourself, physically, mentally, and spiritually. Take whatever time you require, request assistance, and understand that you are permitted to create a fresh section, even while you keep the previous one in your emotions. It requires bravery to keep moving forward, but you do not need to do it by yourself. Contact those who have concern for you, allow support, and believe that more pleasant days will arrive gradually, softly, and when they are meant to. Thank you for being with us today. We would appreciate hearing from you. Write a comment and tell us one thing you discovered today and how you intend to apply it in your existence. Your reflections matter to us, so do not hold back from expressing them. Viewing your comments provides us tremendous inspiration and support. If you found pleasure in this video and thought it was beneficial, please show approval, join our channel, and tell others. Your encouragement helps us keep producing quality material to educate and motivate you. Thanks for viewing, and we anticipate meeting you in the following video.